Hello, good evening, you guys, or happy midnight. I think it's midnight. Yeah, it's a little after midnight. And I'm not going to be here that long. I'm going to come back in a little bit. I'm going to be doing some readings and stuff for the channel. But I wanted to come and discuss with you all. Do I really want to go outside or do I want to stay in? Sorry, it's so dark right here in this little area that I'm in. I wanted to come and discuss with you all stalkers. Okay, now I was in here talking about the Bjork stalker earlier this evening, and I felt compelled to come back and talk to you guys about how your stalkers should be dealt with. Now, first of all, if you are a stalker apologist, then you need to leave my channel. You need to unsub and leave my channel. If you feel more sympathy for the stalker than the people that they stalk, then you don't need to be on my channel, man. You got something wrong with you, okay? Because if anybody has ever been stalked before, being stalked is horrible. It's creepy. It feels creepy, especially when your stalker is going around lying on you. It sucks. Okay. And a lot of the stuff that those people are holding on to don't even apply in this day and age. And see, I have to keep my business to myself, my personal private business, which doesn't belong in the streets of YouTube. Okay. These people should have been done, went on with their life. Instead, these particular people decided to continue to stalk me. Okay. Now, this is what I want to say to you guys. The Bjork stalker and his suicide was the result of somebody praying for Bjork. Now, this is why I question people and the things that they say. First of all, I don't feel any sympathy for Ricardo Lopez at all. Okay, I just wanted to come and let y'all know that because of the fact that he was stalking somebody and the fact that he sent acid in the mail to potentially kill or disfigure this woman that had done nothing to him. And he decided that he didn't like the way that she lived her life. He decided that he didn't like the fact that she was dating a black guy, is basically what happened. Because evidently Bjork was dating a black guy. And you don't really see much about Bjork. She actually went into hiding a little bit after that. And that's something that can potentially scar you for life. Okay, that's something that could potentially scar you for life. And trust me, my stalkers have threatened to kill me. Yes. Like it's unbelievable the way everybody seemed to not give a shit about me and my family. It's so bizarre how this man is able to keep a channel up, him journaling his obsession with me. Okay, and you know what? I'm not flattered. There's no flattery there. You know why? Because it's dangerous. It's dangerous for the mind, the body, and the spirit for somebody to deal with somebody stalking them. If anybody has ever been stalked, and if you are somebody that thinks stalking is cute, then you must be a lonely ass person. Okay, that's why I was saying stalker apologist. Oh, he can stalk me. Shoot, I hope somebody stalked me. No, you don't want to actually ever be stalked. Being like, y'all keep trying to romanticize too much stuff. Society tries to romanticize crimes that are being committed against women. And then you'll go and you'll blame women and you'll say, well, maybe you shouldn't be online then, huh? Maybe you should just get offline. So I'm supposed to allow the stalker to interfere with my career plans and my life. So now women are forced to go into hiding to hide from the stalker. So this is what I want to tell you guys. There is a specific deity that spoke to me this evening. It's a very, very angelic spirit. In fact, I'm going to throw the cards on this. But if you guys have stalkers, I believe that a way to help the situation is by making them so miserable that they either get help or off themselves. Because if you notice, he refused to stop stalking Bjork, remember? And he ended up killing himself because his pathology just got worse and worse. I believe that you should ask your spirits to take that person out. And it's because of the potential of the danger that they cause. And just because a stalker does not show up at your door and kill you and rape you doesn't mean that being stalked for years and years in social media is okay. It's not. It's not okay at all. And then I noticed that this person, like, you can really tell that this person is being coached by someone else. Now, this is what I want to tell you. You can tell that the person is being coached by someone else. You can tell that he's not, that it's a woman that is persuading him to do this, because she made sure that he used my entire government name, which is against my rights of privacy. So you can tell that, that the people that are doing it, they know what negative effects it could have on a woman to consistently be stalked like that, right? But here's the kicker. There's a black candle spell that you can do, and it's time to do that black candle spell. And it's specifically the more you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. And this is where things can get kind of dangerous, but spirits will take care of you. They may end up becoming more obsessed with you towards the end. Okay, when you start to see them freak out and they start to make videos about you all day long and they're just obsessing all day long, that's how you know that the spell is working. What it's doing is it's making them so miserable that they cannot function, because your average stalker works 5 days a week. He has a family. Okay, and this man is also a pedophile, the one that I'm talking about. This is the same one that caught my son. He watches me so closely that he caught my son, my 5-year-old. He caught him indecent one day, took a screenshot, and then shared it on his channel. Now, so we know that this man is stupid. We know that he's ignorant, because what he did was he shared child porn. Now, for some reason, we've got pedophile apologists out there these days. There's a lot of people, even though pedophilia is still illegal, there's a lot of people that just don't mind. They just don't mind allowing people to have to deal with this shit. And you know what? This is what I want to tell you. I have no sympathy for my stalkers. None of them. I am asking my spirits to make you so miserable that you off yourself. I don't want to see you. I don't want to hear you. I don't give a damn about you. That's how I feel at this point. And I believe that that is how Bjork handled that situation. And I can see this is what the angelic spirit is telling me. It's saying that it helped Bjork in that situation. Okay. And basically, it's not necessarily saying it's basically there to give mercy to this person that is obsessive. Okay, now a lot of people were saying that, oh, it was Bjork, because a lot of people immediately, you can tell that people blamed it on Bjork. Oh, well, you shouldn't be so wonderful, or you shouldn't be you shouldn't be famous. Okay, and it's not her fault. This man would have went crazy regardless if he would have met Bjork or not. He would have went crazy regardless. That man was headed for self-destruction. Okay. So we all know who the stalker is, because they were up in here messing with me the other day, and I could tell. And then a few minutes ago, I was looking and I saw in the suggested that this crazy man had. So guys, you guys need to go over there and flag it. Instead, people are getting off on this obsessiveness that these people have for me. And I'm promising you that you're not doing them any good, because the spirit that is already on them is an obsessive spirit, and that spirit can get stronger and stronger. And so this is what I want. I am so sick and tired. And see, this will send out a message to all of the other stalkers. Okay, all of the other minions and the stalkers, okay? And I'm not talking about people that just might watch your video or enjoy you or they don't say nothing. I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about these people that are making videos against me, that are plotting against me, that have sent people to my house. I'm talking about you people. Because let me tell you something, the buck stops here. I promise you that shit is over. But this is what I want to tell you. Now it's moaning time. You understand me? A lot of you stalkers out there, you think you doing something. This guy, it's almost like they want to try to make you feel insecure or scared or whatever. Honey, I'm not afraid of any of my stalkers. I just want to let you know that. I'm not afraid of you showing up at my house. I'm not afraid of you coming over here. I'm not afraid of any of your spirits. But this is what I want to tell you, okay? I will be asking for, I feel like you should ask for their death. They're suffering anyway. It's almost like a waste of space. You mean to tell me that you pride yourself, like he put Jack Nicholson in the thing. So if y'all go and search for this video, you'll find it. He put Jack Nicholson in the thing. And he's sort of, it's a weird, it's not even a romantic thing. I don't even know this person. It's so bizarre. It's very creepy and fucking crawly. And I just want you, I just really don't care about you. I'm just letting you know. I want to let everybody know that is a stalker of mine, that I have no care for you. I don't care about you. All I care about is me. All I care about is my children. That's all I care about. Whatever happens to you is on you. So this is what I'm telling you. I believe that the Bjork stalker case holds the key for freedom and justice for women. Okay? I believe that the Bjork stalker case holds the key to freedom and justice for women that are going through stalker situation. And I watched a video of Bjork, and she's so sweet. She really is. She was very nice to the family, but you could tell that she was relieved. You could tell that she was relieved that this maniac, this sociopath was dead. And you could tell that you know, literally, I think she was just being nice. I personally think that Bjork probably is a witch, and she probably casted that up on him. And see, that's why these people are very, very slick and clever. You think that just because you're hiding behind an account that people don't know your identity, honey, you're dealing with the spirit realm. The spirit realm knows your identity. And if you're angry at me because of the things that you've been going through since you started stalking me, well, it's your fault that you're going through those things. And the spirits will find you. Hey, Taisha and Robin. See, here's the thing. I'm in love. I'm in love with somebody. I'm with somebody. Do you understand me? I'm with somebody. And I have no desire to see or talk to you. Okay, now they're starting with the thumbs up and the thumbs down thing again. They're doing it again. You're sick and you need help. And let me tell you something. Don't be surprised, guys, if y'all hear that one of these people have committed suicide. Don't be surprised. Okay, because that's what we're working on over here. I would love, like when I looked at it, was something that Bjork said to me when I saw that. Hey, Nazneen and Coolie Cat Shawty. It was something that she said to me. And it was the way she spoke about the stalker. Okay. And she came out and she said, it's horrible. Somebody's dead. Somebody killed themselves. This is horrible, you know, but it's better her than him. It's better him than her, right? It's better him than her. So when you think about survival, as a woman, when you really think about surviving, when you really think about that strength card, it's about killing before you are killed. If somebody was preying upon you, if you had this is an obvious pedophile preying upon me and my child, the police have done nothing. Do y'all understand me? This man has gotten away with sharing pornographic images of my kid. And the police, they have done nothing. So you obviously see what kind of world we living in these days. And that's why, to be honest with you, it's not even about him going to jail. We, the citizens of this world, should not have to take care of this man in jail. We shouldn't. So the stalker shouldn't go to jail. The stalker should just go. And I'm sorry, guys. Let me tell y'all something. A lot of y'all would say to me, oh my God, Jamila, that's so mean. You're supposed to be a healer. What is wrong with you? Listen, I'm being honest with you. Okay, I'm being honest with you about how I feel. I'm being honest with you about what the spirits are saying to me. And what the spirits are saying to me is that these people cannot fucking be helped. So it's either going to be me or it's going to be him. One or the other. It's either going to be that grown man versus my 5-year-old child, which, by the way, these grown men have attacked my baby. So I'm just letting y'all know, the way you deal with stalkers is you ask the spirits to kill them, to make them kill themselves, make them miserable. Okay. All of the misery in the world that you hear about, like, I'm going to make sure that I concentrate this effort. Okay. Until you're dead. I'm not joking with you guys. Until you stop. Until you stop. Nobody deserves to be stalked. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what you look like, man. Then they'll try to say, oh, well, Jamila, you're so beautiful and you shouldn't get on camera. So that's why we stalk you, because you're so pretty and we can't help it. No, the reason why you stalk me is because you're a disrespectful piece of shit and you're a degenerate loser. That's why. I'm sorry, guys. I got to keep it real with you guys. As witchy and evil as that sounds, you know, I'm sorry. We can't just lay down and die for our enemies. Okay, and Jesus Christ ain't even going to let none of us do that. Okay, Jesus Christ said to fight. So don't come to me with that, oh, that's so unchristian. And no, it's unchristian for a grown man to go around in social media and harass a woman and her child and then send people to her house. So we know that this man also probably, and see, that's why I said, and this is why I was saying to y'all, literally, like, I'm sorry, I don't feel more sympathy for people that want me dead or that want to cause me harm. I don't understand people. And that's not even how angels work. I'm an incarnated angel. I'm a good ass person. But you know what? I'm sorry. If it's something evil in this world, we must get rid of it. We must kill it with fire. So if you notice, a lot of demonic beings, they don't like fire. They always talking about our candles, ain't they? Why do they talk about our candles so much? You know why demonic people hate candle magic? You know why demonic people hate black candles and white candles and red candles? The reason why is because they die in the fire. This is why. Anything that you're cleansing, anything that you're destroying, you're going to do it with fire. Okay, this is how you kill them, is with fire. You see what I'm saying? So that's why they hate candle magic so much. That's why they hate it so much. Okay. And let me just say this to you guys that are all loving, and I am a loving person. I love people. I love, but I don't love my stalkers. I don't love people that have talked about me. I'll never, ever. And you know what is so weird though, guys? Let me tell y'all something. What you accept is what you will eventually regret. Years ago, me and my girlfriend, friend of mine, she's not my friend anymore, obviously. We were chilling, doing something, and the next thing we know, her boyfriend is trying to run us off of the damn road. Now, she took him back after that. Okay? So he tried to kill her and she took him back. These are certain things that I would not accept. Okay. Yeah. You can't. Exactly. I don't hate them. I don't hate them. You know what? I should not have to have a stalker. This is not trolling. Like a lot of people will say, oh, well, if you can't handle trolls, then don't be online. No, baby, I'm not being trolled. And a lot of these other people, they don't get trolled like me. I go and I look at their channels. They don't have all them thumbs down. They don't have people in the chat room trolling them. You see what I'm saying? But, you know, honestly, you know, that's because and they couldn't possibly have an understanding. And a lot of these people have decided that they're going to be as unempathetic as possible. Stalker. Nikki B said, no, Nikki B, I've had real life stalkers as well. My ex stalked me. I've had real life stalkers too. But this is what's so sad about it, is that an online stalker is, in my opinion, I don't know which one is worse, but it's like they try to insert themselves in your life. This crazy, delusional, neurotic idiot sits on his channel. He talks about who he claims is me. He's actually talking about his mother. So, you know, when you see these ignorant black men come out and they're talking about me, they're talking about their mother. They're not talking about Jamila. They was not raised by Jamila. I'm not responsible for the way that their mother raised them. I'm just letting you guys know. And I feel happy and free. I'm not upset about anything because I know that people hate it when I get upset. But I'm just saying, I'm just letting y'all know, if you have a stalker, this is pretty much going to be the plan of action for me. If you want to play around and dance with the devil in the pale moonlight and shit, if you want to do that, then go right ahead. But these people are sick. They're sick. Okay. And you have to be careful with folks like that. You have to be careful with folks like that, guys. You can't take shit like that lightly. You can't do it. You know what I'm saying? You cannot do it. This is not a joke. And then a lot of people, when stuff like that happens to a woman, they blame the woman. And this is why a lot of men don't like witches. And the reason why is because you know what? The angel that I spoke with, it was an angel. A lot of people probably think that it's Satan. Maybe it is. Maybe that's one of Satan's, I don't know. But all I know is that it's an angel of mercy because I don't want this man stalking me anymore. So literally, quite literally, I, spoke with my spirits about it, and they're not playing around. They honestly want these people to off themselves. And that's what should happen to them, is that they should off themselves. They should not be on this earth. Look at the quality of life that they have anyway. Look at the quality of life that they have anyway. I don't feel bad for it. They're fertilizer to me as far as I'm concerned. And a lot of people will say, oh, well, how could you say that? And that's so mean, Jamila. That's so mean for you to say that. But literally, I mean, everybody that claims to look like us is not like us, like literally. And I'm talking about human. Only a demon or a demonic spirit would continuously stalk somebody like that. And guys, I was talking about this earlier today about the Bajork stalker. And lo and behold, Spirit showed me that video that guy did about me a week ago. It's a week ago. He has a picture of Jack Nicholson, and I'm going to watch that movie tonight too, is what I'm going to do, because I love scary movies, but I don't want to deal with this stalker. Nobody likes having a stalker. It's a feeling of always being watched. Okay. It's a feeling of always. Megan said fertilizer. I'm serious. I mean, guys, I don't believe in animal or human sacrifice at all. But come on, when you think about somebody like that, when you think about in terms of somebody like that, would you really feel that bad? And a lot of people are like, no, Jamila, have hope and this and that. It ain't no hope for somebody like that. This man has been stalking me for 4 years. What do you think why should I? It's like I have to change my routine. I can't come on here and they come and they thumbs down the videos with my dog. And it's just an unhealthy obsession. And I believe that these people were sick before me. So a lot of people will sit up there and blame it on me. This is what they do, but they were sick before they knew me. Megan said between stalker. Why are you spelling it like yeah, I'm just telling y'all the truth. So ladies, if you guys have a true, like I have a real life stalker, trust me, my ex stalking me don't have nothing on this dude. Like my ex stalking me, he did that just because he wanted some. My ex would sit out, and he's done some horrible stuff. I'm not even gonna lie, but it's different when it's somebody that you don't know. You see what I'm saying? It'd be different if I knew this dude. I don't even know this dude. I don't even know this man. And he's been stalking me for 3.5 to 4 years. And he thinks that because and see, that's why I said some of these women ain't real women. Some of them women ain't real women. I swear to you. Like, in fact, I believe that I'm just going to keep it real with y'all. No, and no shade to the real women of that sector. But even with that black sector, I believe that most of those women are trans. No shade to trans people. No shade to you. Be who you want to be. But if you stalking somebody, I mean, that's kind of a real thing, because a lot of people thought that I was beefing with a woman for years. And what if it's a man that you're beefing with? That's a totally different energy. So you're going to have to deal with it totally different. So if you got a man disguised as a woman and he's stalking you, that's a man. That's a whole man. Okay, that's an entire man. And that energy is so different from a woman's. Sorry, guys. Oh, you're not. Nazneen says, sis, I'm not happy in my life. If you're not happy, you're going to have to get a reading would be the first thing that you do. Because, I know that look, to all my peeps that are sad, I should be sad. I should be upset. I should be, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not. I am pointing out the obvious. You understand what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, I have tried. Well, first of all, I've done everything that I'm supposed to do to protect myself from these people causing problems for me, because they were trying to cause legal issues for me is what they were doing. Okay. That's all they were doing. And it is real sad, but they gonna suffer, and that's all it is to it. But at this point, when you just get tired of it, okay, and I think that the Bajork stalker, I think that Ricardo Lopez did stalk her for years and years, and I think the spirits just get tired. And I believe that there was a guardian angel that was looking out for her. I believe that there is an angel of death that assists people with suicide. And I know that sounds weird, guys, but it's the truth. Because some people, I'm not telling people to commit suicide. No, I am not. Please do not think that I am doing that. Because just because you commit suicide don't mean your spirit can't reign on, as I was talking about earlier. Okay. But if I found out that my stalker, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that Bajork is forever protected from that person spiritually. He can't mess with her, even in death. He couldn't mess with her in life, and he can't mess with her in death. But I believe that there is an angel that assists people with suicide. My little owl is my little owl applique is tearing away from my shirt. Okay. So, yeah, I believe there's an angel of death that helps these people kill themselves. And see, when they are coming after you, like bullies, their main thing is to get you to kill yourself. Now, guys, I would never do that, ever. Do y'all understand me? Like, if they ever try to make me look like I committed suicide, don't you ever fucking believe it. If I come up dead and they say it's suicide, I didn't do it. Okay, just to let y'all know that. I value my life way too much and I enjoy my life way too much. But what I could feel as they are doing the stalking is they are projecting that energy off of you. Your stalker is very suicidal. Your stalker is very homicidal. Okay. And they will kill you. If they felt that they could get away with it, they would kill you. Okay. Now I believe that these people have plotted to kill me previously and they just can't do it. And the reason why is because I have a very, very good spiritual system set up around me, guys. My own mama couldn't even kill me. And it was her body, her choice. My mother was, this is what I want to tell you guys. My mother was at the abortion clinic about to, and no shade to my mother. Okay. I love you for having me. My mother was at the clinic about to get rid of me and an angel saved my life. So this is what, you know what I'm saying? Then I also think that my father kind of talked her into keeping me or whatever, because she wasn't going to keep me. And so what makes you think that, and like that same demon that made my mother walk into that abortion clinic is the same demon that's attacking me now. So when you think about it spiritually, you see what I'm saying? But obviously, Jamila is meant to be here on this earth. And I'm meant to do something. And I've always been a very happy person. All my babies that I've given birth to have been happy. You see what I'm saying? So I've led a good life and I'm leading a good life. I'm leading a very, very charmed life to where I have all of this beautiful spiritual energy and I feel blessed daily. Do you understand me? So why? And plus I'm 40 years old. Like I think I was in my 30s when all of this started. Maybe somebody in their late 20s might do something like that. But for me, I've lived through hell. I've survived hell already. I don't think people really understand the hell that I've already been through. So a stalker online, you know, and then even with the the false calls that they've done to my house, none of that has ever even made me consider doing anything, but they are very suicidal and they're looking for somebody to transfer and to absorb that negative energy to. Okay. Because that's all I feel from them. Like I can tell that they're very suicidal. It's a very sad energy. My spirits are protecting me from all of that at this point. It's not necessarily being projected to me as much, but you can tell that it's a storm brewing behind the scenes. See what I'm saying? I can feel them behind the scenes. And then also this guy made a video a week ago. This is a true life stalker. And a lot of people will say, oh, well, Jamila, you should feel lucky because you have fame. Well, first of all, I didn't want fame. Fame is not what I want. No. So this is not a part of my destiny to be stalked. You know, I don't feel good about having paparazzi and stalkers. That doesn't make me feel good. That doesn't validate me. I know there was some people that would validate them. No, it doesn't validate me at all. It's another human being that's suffering. So why would, and it's a continuous reminder that this human being is suffering. And for me, guys, can I say something? Y'all know the Dr. York guy? And it's funny. I think it's Dr. York. Is it Dr. York? I think it's Dr. York. Is it Dr. York the one that did the assisted suicide? Okay. The reason why I bring him up, and it's funny how his name rhymes with Bjork. I believe that some people, and if you see them all the time, they're overdosing off of opiates. And I know a lot of y'all are like, well, those are drug addicts. They just have a problem or whatever. And we love them. And yes, we do love them. But there are some people that are just destructive. They're just self-destructive. And if it's another person like me with a healthy mind, why should a self-destructive person be able to try to tear me down or even to even be given the opportunity or the chance to do that? And so this, and then when we think about this, let me go a little bit deeper with this for y'all though. How about that this is presumably a black man? Now, if you guys remember, during the early feminist days, black women began to march for women's rights. Black women began to march for black women's rights because black women, ethnic women, y'all, for some reason, y'all don't get it. We have been consistently oppressed and beaten down by our own men. I hope that y'all saw that. And a lot of white women will say that they've been there, done that too. So I get that. But it's just the point that no one cares when it happens to us. No one seems to care. It's almost like, oh, well, you know, and you know what, for me, you know, I'm sorry. I just refuse to allow a black man to get away with things like that. I don't care what race or color he is. So nobody should have to deal with being stalked. This person should be shamed and ran off of fucking YouTube. You hear what I'm saying? But instead, what YouTube does is it embraces people like that. And these maniacs should not be embraced by anybody. But instead, they were. So it's very, very crazy how our society is when it comes to that. When something is staring society in the face, they won't see it. They'll be totally blinded to it, just like the whole Alfred Kinsey thing. Sir, how did you get all this data about these children having orgasms? And it was because he was raping them. So a lot of people, they just wanted, it's so bizarre, the world that we live in. It just gets more and more bizarre. The only thing there is the spirits. The only thing it is our spirituality. Because I'm sorry, if somebody is stalking you and harassing you and lying on you and fucking with you the way this person has fucked with me, I believe that that person deserves to die. I'm sorry. I have an opinion of that because nobody should have to live their life being stalked and fucking terrorized. Nobody. So if you, and like, I'm sure that there's a lot of people that are not going to agree with me, but this is what I want to tell you. I will be consorting with my spirits on this tonight, and I will be talking to them about, you know, what my game plan is about this. Cause I talk to God. I don't sit up there and just go, I want to light it. No, honey, no, I talk to my spirits. Okay. Put them out of their misery. It's misery. Would you always constantly want to be reminded of a miserable person that doesn't like you or a miserable person that's obsessed with you? Can you imagine? So you mean to tell me that, like, what does YouTube want? Does YouTube want Jamila? Does YouTube want Jamila, or do you want the sick stalker? Obviously, you know, I get like way, you know, more views. So it's kind of like it makes it very uncomfortable. And then it's also sexual harassment, but we're beyond sexual harassment here at this point. We have went so far beyond sexual harassment. It's went beyond that. It's my child has been involved with this. So I believe that we should ask our spirits to go ahead and so this is what I plan to do. Every bad thing that I hear about that happens in this world, everything that I hear about, I'm going to put it in a candle, or either I'm going to put it in my words and my thoughts for all of that, excuse me, for all of that negative energy. For all of that negative energy to go to my stalkers, to people that deserve it, to people that are wasting. You know, there's people, there's little babies and stuff that get hurt. There's kids that get hurt at school. There's children dying at school so that this loser can be online stalking people. So it's literally a waste of energy. It's a waste of a body. Okay, it literally, in my opinion, you guys can have an opinion all you want. You can say, Jamila, I don't believe you. I believe that even when somebody is harmful, we should just let them go around and harm people. Well, that's your damn stupid ass opinion. That's your opinion, man. That's stupid. Thank you, Nikki B. I agree they will get theirs. So, guys, specifically, if you have stalkers, I'm just letting you know that I got a call. I got a calling. I got a message from the spirits, and it came from Bajork, and it said that it's a good thing for you to ask for them to die or kill themselves. Because, and you know what it is? Let me tell you something. It's either going to be you or them. You should be able to wake up in the morning knowing that your stalker has had justice, whether or not it is online, because that's all that guy did to Bajork. He didn't ever stalk her in person. He stalked her online. See what I'm saying? So somebody like that, am I supposed to have sympathy for them? You know, knowing that this person all day, every single day, I can guarantee you that this man has a shrine of me. Okay? He has a shrine, and he probably has a bunch of candles burning around it. I can guarantee you. And you can tell that this guy evidently has some kind of crush on me or something. It's so bizarre because he's, you know, when Jack Nicholson busts through the door and he says, what does he say? Daddy's home or something like that. And it's like, it's really a trip. And so for me, I'm just like, I hope that this person gets put out of their misery. And they actually depicted that witches can do that in that movie, The Craft. I know I'm talking about a movie, but you can actually send negative energy to somebody to make them kill themselves, and it'll actually work. Like, this is the whole thing. They kept calling defects to my house. Okay, that was a fucked up thing. But see, real magic and real spell work and real stuff with real entities and demons, I don't have to pick up the phone and incriminate myself and call defects to their house and file false reports to make them miserable. I can ask my spirits to literally make that person as miserable as possible so that we never hear from that person again. Okay? And that's just all it is to it, guys. I know a lot of y'all think that that's mean for me to say that, but that's pretty much my stance on stalkers. I think that they are mentally ill. I think that they are also very, very dangerous people. Very, very dangerous people, and they should not be allowed on this earth. And that's just the end of it to me. Okay? Especially when they are sharing naked photos of children, and then after they did it, after I confronted this man, I told this man, I said, you do realize that you're acting like a pedophile in social media. Okay, you do realize that, and so I have no love for this man. I hate this man. I hate men like him. So I'm sorry, God don't love everybody, man. I hate to say that, man. God don't love everybody. Clearly. Okay, God don't love everybody, man. That was a mistake. People that come into this world and they do nothing but curse the people in their life, these are freaking degenerates. They were mistakes. They were some kind of, I feel like it's a spiritual mistake for somebody to come into this world that we live in and be that fucking miserable. To be that miserable every single day. And a lot of people say, well, Jamila, it ain't that hard to be miserable in this world. Well, actually it is. Actually it is, because you are given your graces. You are given good things. God gives you life, and I'm sorry, even though I'm an empath, I am an empath, and I'm more healthier than some of these people that are sociopathic. Okay. And because empaths normally, look, I feel empathy for everybody, but guess what? I'm sorry. If you don't want this life, and you don't appreciate this life that God gave you, then I don't appreciate your life either. If you don't love yourself, I don't love you either. So that's just the way that God works, in my opinion. You don't appreciate the life that God gave you, then you don't need to be here. So that's where I'm at right now on the stalker, honey. And see, they done started doing the thumbs up and thumbs down thing again. Honey, let me tell you something. That don't bother me. You already did that. That's over. Okay? But let me explain something to you. I am asking my spirits to put you people out of your misery. Anybody that's stalking me like that. If you're stalking Jamila, I hope that you end up gone off of this earth, disappear. Maybe you'll get raptured. Who knows? So that's how I feel. I know a lot of people think that that's wrong of me to feel that way. Do whatever then. Do whatever then. Do whatever you feel that you have to do. But if you were in my situation, what and how would you feel? How would you feel if you were a woman dealing with these people? And you guys really need to tap into your empathic powers to figure out how I feel to have these people that are obsessed with me. It's not a good feeling every single day. It's not. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my revenge because I deserve it. I deserve to have that revenge. And it's not even revenge. I need freedom from these people. So we're going to hope and pray, and we're going to ask the spirits to take these people and put them where they belong. Okay? If you're not a stalker and you have a healthy disposition and you're not stalking somebody, then I don't feel that way about you. But if you're sitting up here trying to harass, terrorize me, scare me, any of those things, then I am wishing you into the grave. Okay, just like Bajork did. That's my girl. Me and Bajork, we right here. Okay, because I believe that that was the excellent work of whatever practitioner she went to. Okay, now I was thinking about going to a practitioner, but it's kind of hard to trust because sometimes it can be the actual practitioner that you go to that can be stalking you. It was excellent. This is what Spirit Guide is telling me, that the work that was done on Ricardo Lopez was the expert work of a magician. Okay? It was the expert work of a magician. Understand what I'm saying? That killed that man. So he wasn't in control of himself at all. He had a bright future ahead of him until he began to make dark plans to kill Bajork. And when he began to make those plans to kill her, that is when I can see that magician that did it too. And it was excellent work. I've got to commend that magician. Whoever did that work for Bajork Stalker, amazing. Amazing practitioner. It was either her or somebody else that did it. And you know what? He deserved to die. Not a person that's sitting here raising her children, helping people out. A person that is sitting there miserable, plotting to kill somebody. And I saw a lot of people sympathizing with him. Poor guy. He was just lonely. It's scary. It's scary living in a world like that. You sympathize with him after it'd be different if he just said he was going to do it. He actually mailed Bajork. It wasn't nails. It was sulfuric acid. He sent her a sulfuric acid bomb in the mail so that her face would melt off and she would become disfigured. If you sympathize with that, it's something wrong with you mentally. Because I don't sympathize with that, and I definitely don't empathize with that. Empathy is when you see what a person feels and when you feel what a person feels, and it's when you understand a person. No, I will never understand Ricardo Lopez. I will never understand what he did. And the reason why is because I don't want to. The reason why is because I don't have to. So you guys can sit up there and put the lives of these ignorant, freaking sociopathic men before women and children all you want. But thank God, because of that practitioner and that angel, there was an angel of death that helped him and assisted him. And see, he didn't really suffer. He didn't. He didn't really suffer because it was his brain that was doing it. It wasn't even necessarily a negative spirit. It was his brain that made him obsessed with that woman. And another thing, the fact that he sent her that in the mail, he was sending her death, and then he committed suicide. What does that tell you? That tells you that when you are a bad person and you do bad things to people, eventually you're gonna have to get yours. Yeah, I don't know what planet a lot of y'all are from, but where I'm from, karma is a bitch. Okay? That's just how it is. So I will see you guys later. If you guys want to know more about what I'm talking about, I will discuss this more on my other channel. This is more of dark workings that I'm talking about. But yeah, I will do whatever it takes to make sure my family and my peace of mind is safe. So if there's a stalker out there, I'm not going to say, oh, I'm just going to pray for you. Somebody that means to do me and my family harm. Okay, it's no different from giving that person to God. Sometimes when you give a bad person to God, you actually do give them to God. And I can promise you that I can say that with one, because a lot of people will say, well, what about your negative karma if you do? I don't have to worry about no negative karma. These people have fucked with me for over 4 years now, longer than that. I'm not worried about no karma. What I got to worry about karma for what? For what? When they the ones that put themselves in that situation. Why would I need to worry about somebody else's karma? That's another thing I didn't understand. These people will do stuff to you, and then they'll go, and then when you respond and you say, hey, I'm going to defend myself, then they'll go, oh, I'm going to get revenge on you because you said that you were going to. It's like, but you were the one. So literally a lot of people don't realize that. So I'm just letting you know. That's where I'm at. I mean, y'all can come by and you can harass the thumbs up and the thumbs down. Do what you got to do. Okay. But I'm just letting you know, okay, where I'm at with all of this. And to all of my peeps that are supportive, that are normal, that are living their lives, I'm pretty sure there's men that watch my channel. They probably got wives. They ain't worried about me like that. I'm pretty sure that there's women that watch my channel. They all have lives. I'm sure they're not worried about me like that. You guys are safe. You're my viewers. So there's a difference between that and a stalker that has been targeting me. And trust me, all those that targeted me, all those that still target me, if you are targeting me right now, you will be faced with some very, very, very negative energy. And I'm not going to deal with it. Okay, so I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Wonderful day. I think today's Wednesday. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Blessed be.